think we're good. Hope we're good. Gonna give it a second to pop up on the iPad real quick. All right. Cool. What's up, guys? Starting a little early. 4:45 was kind of a guesstimate as to when things would start initiating, but it looks like things are already going. I'm heading in the direction of Burlington, Colorado right now. I'm probably going to cross over in the Goodland area. There is a severe warning storm out that way. With ping pong ball size hail that's been observed, 60-mile-an-hour winds that are radar indicated. But yeah, we're gonna get out to that storm real quick. I don't know how long today's stream is gonna be, to be perfectly honest. This forecast kind of got sprung up this morning. It was a marginal risk until about 10 a.m. Mountain time, and now we're at a slight risk, but not really expecting crazy tornado potential or anything like that. I'm thinking today's probably gonna end up being a structure day, but I figure this is probably gonna be one of the last opportunities to stream out here in Colorado, at least until next year. Might get some spotty opportunities during late season, but I think this is gonna be about it for a little while. But without further ado, we're gonna get to it. Gonna hop back on I-70 and get out to Burlington, and then we'll be out on our storm. The past couple of weeks has been so boring. Like, haven't had any decent weather to go out and chase. Nothing close by, at least. I was bummed about yesterday because I found out about it at like 2 o'clock, and by that point it was too late for me to get out there. At least to get out there and see anything decent. But I was glad to see that Freddie and John got out together yesterday. That was a very fun stream. Big shout out to them. I believe they had 2 tornadoes yesterday. Very brief ones, but the second one was super cool. That big sidewinder. Yeah, today I'm thinking it's going to be more of a severe wind and hail sort of thing. But NATOcast is giving it a non-zero chance. I think there was one spot that was reading up to 2%. So yeah, it's not expected, but it's not impossible today. Especially working with the remnant outflow boundary from yesterday's storms. I think there might be enough juice to at least get one spun up somewhere. It's such a broad area today, though, so I'm just picking Burlington because that's well, right now there's a severe storm out there. I'm gonna make a play on that at least until it exerts an outflow boundary, and then I'm gonna probably shoot for southeastern Colorado later on, like Cheyenne Wells area. They did say, SBC did indicate multiple rounds of severe weather today, so this might go well into the night. I don't plan on chasing too late, especially if the tornado potential is reduced after dark. But it's nice to have an opportunity to get out here and chase. You know, we're in September now. We're almost mid-September. You know, official tornado season ended at the end of June. We've we've kept going. July and August were pretty busy months, and hopefully we'll have something to chase after this in not too long. I know October to January is especially prolific in the deep south, so maybe we'll get a chase in there. It sucks that the hurricane season is cooked. Well, it's been cooked, I should say. It's not cooked. It's not over yet. We are smack dab in the middle of peak season right now. The next 10 days look pretty clear, but things could change at a moment's notice, especially in October with the tail ends of those fronts down off the Gulf and Atlantic coasts of Florida. You can easily get something to spin up off of those and make a turn and make landfall in the U.S. But as for the next 10 days, we're not really expecting much of that. I am really itching to get out there for a hurricane, but I won't be upset if there aren't any opportunities this year, because that means people's livelihoods are being spared. I don't pray for natural disasters. I don't hope for them, but if they are going to happen, I hope for them over rural areas. But hurricanes, just altogether, I hope that they leave us alone. Looks like there's a bit of a hail core on this storm up ahead. Wide angle real quick. I do like this southern cell that's now to the southeast of Burlington. Watching the tail end of that, looks like it's starting to crank. In this guy has been ramping up over the last 15 minutes or so. Very anxious to see what this tail end does. The problem with today's storms is that they're mostly going to be elevated, but there's a chance that some of these storms could become surface-based and become bigger storms. But right now, especially this guy up ahead looks quite a bit elevated. Interested in seeing what it does with this little cranking motion it's got going on the tail end, southwest side of it. But yeah, that here, let me zoom in real quick for you guys. That white column in the middle there is hail. It typically shows up white with the sunlight reflecting off of the ice crystals that are falling. That is a very well pronounced hail shaft. Working with about a 10-second delay between live and what goes through YouTube. Kind of curious if I need to go south here. Probably should go south here. Or wherever I can next. Almost to Burlington. About a 10-minute drive from Burlington, but I'm gonna want to get south of there before I get caught up to this storm. Yeah, after it's golf ball size hail now observed. Believe it. We are looking directly at the hail core. Road work has been here for a year and a half and they haven't touched anything. My degaff tank is full today, so core punching is absolutely on the table. Especially after watching Reed do it yesterday. That was the wildest thing I've seen on YouTube in years. Reed just being classic Reed. Can I cross over here? Can I take this exit? Of course not. Pork chop sandwiches. Fine. It would have been really nice to be able to hit that exit. to drive all the way into Burlington, which is probably going to screw me because I'm going to end up having to drive through the storm in order to get to the south side of it. There's a lot of hail in front of me, though. All those white columns, that's all hail. It's kind of why I was hoping for an exit before I got up to the storm, because it's still sitting over the highway. Springs. What the no. That's not, nope. Can't just say Sharon Springs. It's going to take me all the way to Massachusetts. Sharon Springs, Kansas. Ah, that's more like it. I want the other route. Yeah, that's the route. Dismiss. Alright, cool. I got an exit in 5 miles. I can get to the south side. There's a hail rainbow. Oh, hail bow. Like a hail core is falling apart. Why does this always happen? Like right when I get up to this storm, it wants to kick the chair out. Back what I said about that hail core dying, it looks it's pretty thick. I hope this exit is still there. like my best bet for a south road right up alongside this storm. I don't see why it wouldn't be. It is a major highway. My signal booster up there that's rattling like crazy. I hope that's not coming in over the stream. It's got to be annoying. Gotta be an exit here. Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, this better be my exit. There's a Love's over here. I don't need gas or anything, but I've stopped at this Love's more times than I can count prior to storm chases. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is unplug you guys, and then I'm gonna put you guys up on the driver's side. And we're gonna drive south on this thing. Is it like this? Here, I'm gonna have to wide angle that. You really can't see the ground level. Oh wow, that's bright. What does this severe warning say? Golf ball size hail observed, 60 mile an hour winds, damage threat considerable. Nothing about a tour possible though. That sucks. You know what I just realized? I'm sure there's a comment in there about it. I forgot to wipe down this window. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna wipe down these side windows when we stop. Those storms in the southeast really didn't do much of anything. I think it's between this storm, which I think is probably going to go outflow dominant, or the storm to the northwest. Anything further south right now. I still do like this storm. What that person was doing. Very tempted to go after the northern storms now. This seems to be falling behind an outflow boundary. Let's stick with it, at least for now. The northern storms aren't really doing much yet, but I'll probably end up going back north after we get around this storm to the south side. Those of you that are watching along, I am on my way over towards Sharon Springs. Just wanted to get on the south side of this storm and view it from there. Saw that Brandon Kopic was out there today, so interesting to see where he ends up chasing, if he ends up chasing. We have a group chat on Twitter for all the Colorado storm chasers, and a lot of them actually did make it out today. Joseph Velasquez, Dalton Mendoza, David Baxter, they're all out today. Nothing on the back side of this. I'm not going to go all the way south. Actually, what's this town called? Oh, okay. That's probably going to be a better direction. McAllister, Kansas. McAllister Township. Yeah, that's the one. We got 4 more miles to go, and then I'm gonna punch east on this again. Rain-X additive into my wiper fluid tank. I have to buff out out that crease. Damn it. Oh, there's something going on the ground over there. I can't tell what that is. May or may not be a landspout starting up over there. It's a good thing that I'm turning east in 2 miles. We'll get a better view of what that is. I'm gonna put you guys back up front because we're about to turn in a 1.5 miles. Let's go. Need to see what that dust is getting kicked up on the south side of the storm. I think it's actually getting kicked up. We might actually have a landspout spinning up over there. Looks like it. Got a column that's about 50 feet up right now. Paige, thank you so much. You do not need to do that. Alright. Looks like we got a dirt road. Fortunately, it hasn't rained here, so we'll be alright. But yeah, let's get up to where that dust is getting kicked up, because I do think that we have an ongoing landspout. That dust over there to the left, but it's off to the right of that hail shaft. Going in. Huge stubs in the chat for Paige. Thank you so much for that super chat, babe. You really do not need to be doing that. That's not a noodle landspout. You guys should be able to see that dust getting kicked up now. There's one column off on the right hand side. I'm trying to figure out what that is. Because on the column on the left looks like it's a landspout that's extending up, but I don't know. It's hard to tell. It might just be outflow. We're making a beeline for it, so whatever it is, we're going to get close to it. Oh, Papa John's in here. Nice to see you, Papa John. Oh, wow. I feel like if I say the name McKinney or any of the words that are associated, or words or names that are associated with the family name, I instantly become a lightning magnet. Yeah, what is this going on over here to the left? Like, very tall columns of dust. Whoa! So, I mentioned Papa John, and now we're getting all the CGs. Very possible that all this dust is outflow, but my stream's out of focus. Thank you, Freddie. Put it just on the normal back camera. It is out of focus, isn't it? Still kind of out of focus, isn't it? That's something I need to fix in Moblin during the off season, is make it so that I can zoom, but it autofocuses, because right now I have manual settings in there, and I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing with that. But next few months, I'm gonna take some time and relearn some stuff to help improve the channel for next season. Yeah, it is still kind of blurry. That's not as smooth. That's getting kicked up by cars driving. What the? Not this up front. What we just passed. This up front here. I don't know what this is. Might just be outflow. That's what I'm thinking it is. I think this storm is transitioning into an outflow dominant phase. It does look pretty cool though. Oh, this kind of looks focus on the edge of the dash. Okay, I guess I need to hop out real quick. I'm gonna hop out, take the phone out real quick, and see if I can focus it. So I want to be able to use that. I want to be able to use that zoom focus. All right, let's get out real quick. All right. Okay. All right. So if I do this camera, focus on the clouds and lock. I don't know. It's hard to tell because I'm doing it on the phone without looking at the screen. Let's see. Is that better? I can't tell if that's better or worse. Oh, that's worse. Oh no. This is annoying. This is annoying. This is annoying. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not good at this. Oh man, I'm bad at this. I think it's still a little blurry. I'm just gonna lay off the settings right now and just use my wide angle lens. All right, what are we looking at here? This storm, not so much. Doesn't look great anymore. I halfway expected the southern storms to do something, but not really seeing any signs of chaseable activity down there. At least not yet. Probably later on, but what's going on in northeastern Colorado? Nothing. I'll put it back on the Goodland radar. Yeah, it's this little cluster, this supercell, and then maybe the supercell that's over Kirk right now. But yeah, I'll get it with practice. I'm tech illiterate, but I'm learning. I definitely plan on spending a large portion of the off season learning the tech, getting a proper overlay for the stream, and then learning how to edit video. These are things that I really need to learn going into next year, especially since I'm planning on getting a ton of new camera equipment. I need to learn how to use it. I got myself a beginner's drone too, so I'm going to start teaching myself how to use that. Probably won't use it much because I'd like to be focused on the stream, but might be a cool little toy to bring out for next season at some point. Little eddies swirling up on the ground here. There's plenty of spin in the lower atmosphere if we can get something surface-based today, but I don't think that today is the day for it. We're out here no less on the one severe storm. Oh, we're getting ready to pass into Kansas. My least favorite state to drive in. I don't mind taking I-70 across Kansas, but once you hop onto those side roads, those cops are hiding everywhere. They got me last month when I least expected it. They're really sneaky in Kansas. Of course, like, you know, I probably shouldn't have been driving that fast, but it happens. Every single time that I've been pulled over by a police officer, I've gotten a ticket. I've never gotten away with just a warning. I've had 5 tickets since I started driving. 16 years ago? Alright. Okay, I'm not going all the way to Sheridan Springs anymore. I'll keep up with this a little bit. Oh look, we have a Landspout over here. Didn't want to hold together long, but did have a brief spoon over here. Over here off of Bob's Road. Brief spoon. Diving south now. It might have just Yeah, I think it might have just caught itself back up to that outflow boundary. It's not cooked yet. Still got time. Oh, it's my turn. No. Yes. For golf ball size hail. Oh, great. Welcome to Kansas. There's hail. Hail before rain. Nice. Oh. Some solid nickels in there. Maybe quarters. Uh-oh. Yeah, bear with me. Starling's probably going to bog out in a minute. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh. Oh boy. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh no, I left my helmet at home. Oh yeah, we're getting golf balls. Yeah, buddy! Oh, hell yeah! Oh! Oh, these are big. core punching brings me such joy. More! 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 Where'd it go? Give me more! Oh, that was good. Decent core punch there. Probably going to be 100% cellular for a while now. Here we go again with the hill. I guess we're not going back into that hill. I think we're good. Pick a lane, assholes! Fork on us again. Smaller hail mixed in here. If it stays this small, I should get my Starlink back, but it's not looking good right now. Actually, I don't even know if I'm sure the stream's still going. I see it working all on AT&T right now, so should be good to go. My iPad is hooked up to just Starlink, so the chat's frozen, the video's frozen, all that stuff, so alright. Got 11 more miles on this dirt road, which makes me a little nervous, but back. punch Sharon springs back in. I don't have internet. This sucks. Matter of fact, I just need to turn it off on my phone. Internet's off on my phone. Search Sharon Springs. I need to start. 9 more miles on this dirt road. It absolutely sucks. And then we're gonna punch south again, because we are on the southeastern side of this storm now. Oh, we're just on the eastern side of it. We're gonna have some more hail to punch through once we hit the Highway 27 south. Yep. Yeah, well, it looks like the signal held up. For the most part, at least. All right, 7.5 miles to go. And then we'll be on a hardball again. Just drove through the meat and potatoes of that storm. Lots of large hail in it. We did drive through golf ball size hail. So I'm not sure if you can see it on the ground over that way, but that big ball of smoke on the ground looks like lightning struck in the field over there and started a small brush fire, which with this rain it should get knocked out. Close to where that lightning struck up here. Yep, you can see that little lump on the bottom left hand of your screen. smoke left over from a brush fire started by lightning. This is still the storm. It looks really good now. Oh my god. We're down to ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. I think this storm is just getting going. I thought it was going outflow dominant, but then it seemed to have caught up to its boundary. I'm ahead of most of it right now, though. It probably dropped south about 10-15 miles. Probably going to go all the way to Sharon Springs. Yeah, it says I'm in Burlington, Colorado. I'm definitely in Kansas now. I'm well into Kansas. I definitely have time to get out ahead of this storm and get into a good position to where I can, if this thing develops a hook, I can stare down the whale's mouth of it. Together, boys. Oh, we made it out to Kansas. Yeah, all the fun stuff right now is behind me. But we're about to hop on this highway. It's a hardball in a mile. About to book it south down to Sharon Springs, and hopefully we'll be in a decent position to watch this storm come into Sharon Springs. Something tells me the structure on it is incredible right now, so. And that was the goal for today, was to get some incredible structure. Because yesterday, my God, that was structure of the year. That mothership. Freddie and John are forever finding ways to make me jealous. That was such an incredible chase yesterday. Moving south. happy to be on a hardball again. It makes all the difference in the world. Get into a decent spot out ahead of this thing. Would not be surprised if that hail climbs up over 2 inches. Would not be surprised if we see tennis balls and baseballs later on it. Got storms initiating farther to the south. All right, I'm like parallel with the wall of hail right now. I'm ahead of it, but I'm parallel to it. Guys over there. And now you can see that wall of hail over there to the right hand side. Massive wall of rain and hail. Still have a solid 9 miles to drive before we can, spin around and catch a good view of this. About 10 more minutes this way, and we'll be able to spin around and really see what we're working with here. Be another fire over there started by lightning. another fire started by lightning. Fortunately, there's nothing out here for that fire to threaten. And the likelihood is that the rain is going to overtake that spot in the next 10 minutes and wash it out. Yeah, that's smoke, not dust. Five more miles. Colorado storm chasing fam. Wonder if I should just turn in somewhere before Sharon Springs. Probably should. Spot to do it too. You know what? I'm gonna wait for the hill coming up ahead, and I'll spin around there. Looks like I have a road up here. May potentially have a road. No? No road. Alright, well. Hey, the further we go now, the longer we can stay wherever we do end up stopping. That's somebody's driveway. Yep, that's sketchy. I'll find a road. For the meantime, I'm going to move you guys back up front. We'll be turning off to the west here shortly. This is definitely Sharon Springs. I actually didn't want to go all the way into town. Actually, what I wanted to do was have a clear view of this storm. gone and gotten myself really ahead of this thing. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna turn around, pop a U-ey right here, because I saw a dirt access road that actually made sense for me. All right. Very high base storm. High base storm means there's a very high probability that we're just gonna core punch the damn thing. So there was a dirt road on the opposite side of this road work. Yeah, not going to be a whale's mouth on this. This is not a surface-based storm. That was the driveway. It's on the opposite side of these trees is where I wanted to hit that dirt road. Swan truck. Yeah, no cool structure on this thing. It's kind of boned. Because that's somebody's driveway. Not this on the right. Because of the damn corn. That was my road. God damn it, that was my road. I've missed this road twice now. Won't miss it a third time. Alright, yeah, this is the dirt road I was looking for. That's what I said I was going to do. Matter of fact, I'm going to take a moment here to wipe off my windows so that when I use them here in a bit, they're not going to be so smudgy. Not entirely sure, but I think that's a Landspout in front of me. It goes all the way up to the cloud. I got the windows cleaned off, so hopefully that helps when I put you guys on the side windows. This storm's about to do. We're about to get warned for like 80-mile-an-hour winds. Up to 2-inch hail in this. Kind of figured that was going to come up a bit. That hail core has been really intensifying. Oh shit. You know what I need to do? I need to go south. I'm getting way too excited here. I should not be going east right now. I need to go south. Unless this storm is turning right. I got a code yellow. Business is taken care of. You know, if this was a textbook storm, we'd be in the whale's mouth right now, but it's not. It's a very, very elevated storm. I'm gonna go ahead and get south. I'm gonna go ahead and hit Tribune. I don't want to wait for this guy or have to blow past him. Here, I'm gonna exit, back, search. Tribune, Kansas. Get a little farther south. Plus, I really don't want to be caught on this dirt road when the heavy rain starts. push south on this. Hey, wiping down those windows didn't actually do anything. I really need to take my car in and get detailed. That's crazy. These guys are still working. There's CG striking all over the place, and these guys are still just doing the damn thing. Mouth is just that space in between the hook on a supercell and the main body of the supercell. It's typically clear air in between two, I guess, sections of cloud, if you will. The whales, like your streamers that stream tornadoes from up close are typically hanging out in the whale's mouth when that tornado is developing. Yeah, this up ahead is going to be another elevated storm later. Yeah, no, I really miss. Really miss our textbook supercells. We have been getting some decent supercells out here this summer, but not to the degree of, producing tornadoes and whatnot. I'm eventually going to get further south on this. I just want to watch this bit of dust as it comes in. Anxious to see what this scud down here ends up doing. No context, just dust. I'm not driving through that dust, by the way. I learned my lesson after last season. southwest. This Scud is really, what is it doing? It's really swimming right above me. Here, I'm gonna turn right here. And I'm gonna spin around. Actually, I'm gonna chill in this little parking lot here. I know it's not a parking lot, it's probably somebody's field, but I want to get out and show you guys what this Scud is doing. It's kind of wild. Here, let me bring you guys out real quick. Like, it's kind of wild looking. Missed an opportunity for that earlier. Yeah, I just wanted to show you what that Scud was doing. It was pretty wild looking. Alright, I'm gonna bring this back inside real quick before I get a droplet on the camera, because it'll distort the image like crazy if that happens. What was it? Brandon Payne had that happen to him during the Gary tornado. Honestly, that clip that he posted on Twitter was the funniest thing. Whenever I'm depressed, I go to that video, and I go to Jordan Hall's Jordan Hall's Minden, Iowa tornado. Those two, if I'm depressed and I watch those, I am happy and laughing my ass off. Alright, put my seatbelt back on real quick. Let's see, what's this guy doing? I mean, there is supposedly a couplet due west of me, but I don't really see anything. I mean, this is a high base storm. I wouldn't think that there would be anything. Like, if anything were to spin up on this, I'd expect it to be a Landspout, just because of how high the cloud base is. Radar scope says there's a 3,400 foot base somewhere. I do not see that anywhere. all of that is elevated. All of that over there is elevated. I don't know how radar scope judges these things, but you know, I don't think that there is anything tornadic about this storm. I think this is just a big hail producer. There is a tornado possible tag on it now, though. So, don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. Oh shit, I'm parked. Alright. What's this storm gonna do? I would not be surprised if this storm does mothership out later. It's probably going to be like late evening when that does happen. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at here, guys. Like, I mean, it was the one storm to stick with. This was the right storm. It's the biggest and it's the baddest. I do need to get south on it, but I want to do it on a hard wall. Like, that does not look like fun to drive through. Yeah, what the hell, I'm gonna do it anyway. What? Rerouting, what? It told me to go this way. Pork chop sandwiches. Hold up. Well, matter of fact, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna go. Let's do it. Just do it. Just do it, babyface. Well, that sucked. Hopefully that's not a problem later. I'm gonna be really mad if this thing gets tornado warned, because I just don't see anything. Like, what is... What is the big deal here? All right, I'm just gonna go drive. Okay, come on. All right, time to go. Trying to get me back down to the hard ball. Get back to my southbound hardball. It's going to put me right back on the hardball. I do think that this has the potential to produce a tornado. This is a textbook supercell here. As textbook as we're going to get this late in the season. Needs to start gaining some inflow. Okay, that was a weird turn, but I'll take it. Dirt roads I've taken, this one looks private. Alright. Sharon Springs City Park. Got it. I'm gonna take a moment to get gas real quick. Figure it makes sense to right now since we don't have anything imminent. No tornado warning on that guy yet, so might as well top off the tank so we don't have to worry about it the rest of the chase. It's going to drop to just cell connection here for a little bit, but should only be about 2 minutes. Be right back, guys. It's elevated, so I don't expect anything tornadic to happen, but I don't know. The main thing to watch is whatever this area does up here, because that's what's spinning. Yeah. It's this right here is just swirling. Not sure what it's going to do though. This time of year, What's up? Oh yeah. I tried to avoid that at all costs. We're getting hailed on. Well, I guess not we, because cars under the overpass. Overhang. Whatever. Alright. Tribune. Still heading that way. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright. Go right out into the hail. Oh yeah. Okay, so this storm is showing a couplet, but it's most likely hail contamination. I would say absolutely yes, that is hail contamination. This is not going to be fun having a drive through this dirt. My visibility is about to just completely drop off. I am booking it due south, staying out ahead of that hook-like appendage. I say hook-like because I don't really think that's a traditional hook. See something real quick. Yeah, no, out of everything out here right now, this is the storm to be on. That wasn't so bad. Thanks, love, for that super chat. Again, you do not need to be sending me super chats. I appreciate you, though, Paige. Thank you so much. Just an FYI, I do get my first YouTube payment in 2 weeks, and that is going in a separate account that is going to be managed for stream maintenance. So any equipment, any upgrades, any software, whatever, all the super chats are going towards that. What is this? I think this storm just laid an egg. Would not be surprised if all that dirt that's getting kicked up is I'm gonna cut it left real quick. Actually, I'm gonna go right so that I don't have these trees in the way. Well, if you're looking at the storm on radar, it looks like it just laid an egg in the hook. Honestly, that looks like a chicken that's pooping out an egg, or maybe a rooster with that whatever that is at its neck. Turn in here. I'm not gonna drive in that person's field, but there's a dust monster. All right, let's look. Oh, dust storm warning. Ha! Dust storm warning. How about that? I haven't seen that in color or Kansas. Well, actually, I have seen that in Kansas before. Last year, the Haboob Day. Let's see, what warnings do we have here right now? Dust storm warning. A dust channel was near Sharon Springs, moving southeast at 20 miles per hour. That's exactly what we're looking at right now. It's not quite the haboob that Garrett had on his stream a couple weeks back, but still pretty significant dust. And if you're driving in that, it reduces your visibility all the way to zero. Anytime I get caught in a dust storm, I like to pull over. A dust storm warning, severe warning. I think that's it. Yeah, matter of fact, this quote-unquote hook, I think it's just dust. That does not look like a traditional couplet here. Alright. Just got the dust storm warning on my phone. Oh, it's too late to move now. That's going to go right overhead. It's small though. I don't think it's a big wall or anything. I think it should be through it in a couple of minutes. But here it comes. Yeah, I'm really gonna lose visibility here. This is essentially what prompted the dust storm warning. Shit. I just lost visibility on my road back. Oh. Well, I fucked up. Not really. That's not that bad. This rain will definitely help get the dust out of the air. Sharon's outlook on the topic of disease. Whoa! Oh, this thing is really bearing down on me now. Drive. Gosh. Okay. Yeah. Paige, geez, stop. Paige, why? I just don't understand. We have a cell merger going on right in front of us, or right over us. The part that's really worth looking at is this. I mean, it's nothing crazy. Oh, let me zoom this out. Wide angle that beach. Oh, man. I don't even know what's going on here. I mean, I'm back out ahead of that wall of dust. I'm gonna check radar just to see what else there is nearby. Oh, I see what happened here. We are falling behind the outflow boundary. New MD. Steep lapse rates. Okay, next few hours, convective inhibition. Okay. Alright, so stick with this storm until it starts petering out and then call it a day. Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, this storm is already starting to show signs of petering out, but it's also about to overtake me. Oh, that is what's happening. There is a cell merger ongoing right in front of me. Actually, this is about to turn into an MCS. It had new development off to the west side of it, and I think it's going to crash down over where that hook is, or quote-unquote hook. I can see the bands of precipitation. It's almost on me, so it's time to get a little farther south. Whoa, wait, where did that hailstone come from? Thing was soft as a snowball. Precipitation's caught up. It's time to go a little farther south. I think we're going to go to Tribune on down to Leote. But after that, I really don't know. Apparently lightning just struck behind us. Alright, let's continue these directions. I got 20 minutes to get to Tribune. Oh. Yeah, we got ping pong balls falling, guys. 1.25 inches. Donk. Bonk. Bonk. Straight to horny jail. Oh, I forgot I was live. Damn it. Sorry, guys. That's. I didn't say that. Appreciate you covering for me, Andy. You did not say. Oh! Development to my west. My hands are on the wheel. Just because I'm pinching it between two fingers doesn't mean it's not there. Ugh. I try not to curse on stream, because I know some people don't like it. Others others aren't offended, but like I try to keep it off the stream. And sometimes with my excitement level, I just can't help myself. When my adrenaline is spiking, I can say some of the darndest things. I try to keep it clean, for the most part. I cannot see out my back window. All that dust. Whoa! Whoa! Man, had a lightning bolt that was just like flashing on the ground, like maybe 300 yards off to my east for like five seconds straight. It's freaking wild. Turn back towards the storm here in a second. As soon as I find a road. It's probably going to be up at the top of this hill coming up. Ladder Creek. South of this now. Might have gone too far south, I'll be perfectly honest. Especially if this storm is starting to turn east. Really far ahead of this thing, guys. Not bad. Be nice to look at for a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom it back out. Yeah, it's very, very high based. You know, maybe way back there behind that initial wall of rain, it's lower, but I think overall this storm's just too elevated. But it is the better storm right now. And matter of fact, the real main body of the storm is here. This is what we've been tracking pretty much all day today. I am very tempted to drive back into it, get clobbered by hail. I'm also kind of tempted to hang out here until I figure out what direction this storm is actually going in. Who we got out here? Still got Joe V, Dalton, and Baxter. Still got everybody out here. Yeah, I'm actually very, very tempted to drive back north into this hail core. But if this thing starts turning east, especially with the two mergers, it's getting a nudge from the backside, and then it's also got a merger coming in from the south. So I'm thinking that those two things might influence it to turn east. But even so, it's still an elevated storm. It's really the only good storm that's out there right now. Holyoke storm looks like it's weakening. Two Buttes, Colorado. The storm down there doesn't look like it's doing much of anything. It's where Brandon Kopic, Corey Gherkin, and Chad Casey are. Let's see, what is it doing? I think this is cooked. I think the merger absolutely annihilated this storm. You can see the hail core disappearing on it. I do think that this is really the only game right now. The storm that's all the way in the southeast and near Two Buttes is not looking too great. Looks like it's on its last leg. Also, not a lot of spin in the atmosphere anymore. Structure out to my west is pretty cool looking. Pretty cool. Sunset looks crazy with the dust kicked up out over there. Beautiful, beautiful storm though. Supercell sunset. That is quite pretty. Actually, I'm going to spin the car around because I'm going to get out and take some pictures of this with my other phone. Beautiful CG right as I turned around. I'm gonna have to clip whatever that later. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna take some pictures. Plenty of good pictures. That bug is definitely not getting in here. What the hell? And it flew right at my window too. Big mother god. What's going on here? Okay, I can go back to radar. Doesn't look good. Sunset looks awesome. Don't get me wrong, but what I'm seeing on radar doesn't look great. Wow. Definitely gonna have to clip that. Other phone back in. I don't know. Can't really tell if that's starting to plant at the surface or I don't know what's going on. Between this merger and this rear nudger, it's hard to tell what's going on here. I've pulled off a backflip before. Yeah. You know it's cold outside when you go outside and it's cold. You know, can't think of when I did that. So if I can't think of when, then it's likely that it didn't happen, but could have sworn I achieved the backflip at one point. Might have been when I was like half my current size. We are getting some little sussy baka lowerings on this, but they disappear like as quickly as they appear. Still in a good spot. Never say that again. What? Sussy baka? Man, the whole meme thing just kind of passed me by. I get to the memes like several months too late, or several months after everybody else, I should say. I just never understood that. Oh. Do have some dust getting kicked up out ahead. I got this weird, I don't even want to call it a lowering because it's not even that low. Well, this whole quote-unquote lowering has just formed in the last couple of minutes. It'll be interesting to keep an eye on. Oh yeah. I didn't realize that was from Men in Black. I thought we just started doing that out of nowhere. I don't move past things, Josh. You know this. As soon as I get stuck on it, I'm stuck on it until it's not a thing anymore. I want to zoom out on this a little. No. I hate that look. Zoom back in. I think the storm is actually starting to move east. Like the original cell is cooked, but this tail end cell seems to be getting going. Oof. Got lightning striking all around me. But yeah, this storm out ahead of us, I believe, is taking over from the storm that we've been chasing for the past few hours. What is that scud? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, that actually is a lowering, and it's starting to develop that inflow tail, but slow goings with that. I do think I'm in a really solid spot, though, because this storm just started its eastward turn, and I'm gonna be on the south side of it, and it should just pass north of me. But then again, if it is doing this eastward turn, this lowering is gonna come straight at me. Just out of curiosity, how far am I away from home? Three hours, it's not bad. It doesn't look like it's going to sustain. Now that I see it, that lowering is kind of shredding apart. Oh no, this thing is definitely reinvigorating. Look at that last frame. How that rear storm just blows up. I'm probably going to have to hang out here and watch it. I don't think that there's any way that I can get any closer to this thing. I don't know. It's hard to say if it's oh, no, it's not hard to say. The back storm is taking over. That lead storm is just getting absorbed by it. Yeah, it definitely does. Hey, baby Tarbosaurus Wally. Nice to see you, man. Nice to see ya. Oof. Do I need to go a little farther south? I think I might. I think this storm is going to continue on that southward trajectory. Maybe even attain a southeastward direction. Yeah, I'm going to get a little bit closer to Tribune. Because the rain is finally catching up to me. And I think I can get a better a better view further south of the Couplet on the west side of this storm. I'm probably going to go 4 or 5 miles further south. The storm is slowing down a little bit. Wide angle. Might have been Dalton Mendoza I just passed. Oxtown cattle feeders. It's going to be a little bit before I add more mods. I already have too many. But when the channel does grow in size, probably next year, I'll definitely be looking to add more mods. So if you're around next year, I will remember that name. So we'll talk about it then. But right now I've got pretty much every mod from Connor's stream, every mod from Freddy's stream, and then a few additional mods. So I need to slow down on the mod front, at least for now. But yeah, if you're here next year, I will definitely remember that name. So if you still want to do it next year, we'll talk about it. I say next year, but I'm really talking about, late hurricane season and then late season from October to January. If I still haven't landed a job by then I'm probably going to be full-time chasing this fall and winter. And if that's the case, then yeah, we'll have that conversation a little bit sooner. Yeah, I think we'll have that conversation in like October, November time frame if I'm chasing this fall. But if not, then we'll have the conversation probably March, April. But I do appreciate your interest in that, and I will keep that in mind for future reference. I think I might have gone a little too far south. I don't really have an access road that I can take here. Actually, I do. I think this should be a dirt road coming up here. I mean, typically there's dirt roads where these power lines run. Maybe. I see some signs over here, so maybe. Might be a turn off here. It looks like there is. Yes, there is. Look at this structure. Oh my God, look at this structure, guys. I'm definitely getting out and taking pictures of this. I think we gotta... I wouldn't outright call this a mothership, but it looks damn near close. This is a pretty good structure, not gonna lie. It's not quite that mothership that Freddie and John had yesterday, but I'll take this. This is a close second for me. Absolutely beautiful storm. I don't know what you would call that. You call it mothershipy. Mothershipy, kind of like Lamar Jackson, quarterbacky. All right, I need to look back at the radar. Yeah, I mean, this does have a hook on it. And I think I'm looking right at that mesocyclone. Oh. If this wants to do something, I'm in the perfect spot to see it do it. So, on that note, do it. Imitation mothership. Yeah, there you go. I like that. Hold on, can I swing this forward a bit? Oh. Not without messing up my entire... Oh. Nope, that's acceptable. That is a heck of a view. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely think I outdid myself for what I wanted to achieve today. I wanted to achieve structure. I think this is an absolute win in that book. I mean, yes, there is rotation, but it's not strong. Matter of fact, there's a little ground circulation up ahead of me. It's very, very skinny, very rope-like, and it doesn't extend very high up, but it is a concentrated swirl of dirt right there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to take a picture of that real quick. I mean, there is a weak couplet in there, so it's not necessarily nothing, but it doesn't look like anything imminent at the moment. Here, I'm going to zoom back out because I want to get that full structure. But yeah, there is rotation in there. It's just very weak and broad right now. But the area that's rotating is directly ahead. So you got eyes on it too. No, it's moving very, very slow. That cell merger did slow the storm down quite a bit. I'm just anxious to see if we can get a wall cloud to develop on it. You know, we've had very brief mesocyclones develop underneath of it, but nothing that has sustained itself for all that long. But yeah, I am in the ideal viewing location right now. Matter of fact, I could probably back up a little bit and turn it. Oh man, never mind. I'm about to have company on this road. There's somebody coming down the road. I'm gonna see if I can find a turn off real quick. off enough here. Yeah, this thing is beautiful. But yeah, ultimately, this was my goal, was to get out here and get some decent structure. I achieved that. Yeah, didn't really think that today was going to be a big tornado day by any means. I'm honestly not surprised that there wasn't a warning issued. I mean, golly, this structure is incredible. 2 days in a row of immaculate structure. The McKinneys absolutely killed it yesterday with their chase. They hit the structure jackpot yesterday. And then Reed had, in my opinion, that was Reed's craziest hail intercept ever. The whole windshield caved in. The sunroof caved in. The Starlink fell inside. And I mean, they absolutely killed it yesterday. Reed, the McKinneys, everybody that was out yesterday absolutely killed it. And then I'm just so grateful that today was pretty much a continuation of that. That type of structure is absolutely incredible. Mind-blowing. Yep. So the hail size has come back up to golf ball size. So this storm is really coming back with a vengeance. I thought we were going to be signed off an hour ago. You know, after that storm that we've been tracking just got absorbed. But I think there's enough energy in this atmosphere here to where this storm can really blow itself back up again. Unfortunately, we're gonna start losing our daylight here in the next 10 minutes. You know, if that storm to the north wasn't falling behind its outflow boundary, I'd probably jet off north to that to catch that. Problem with this storm is it's getting pretty far away from the Goodland radar. God. I'm not gonna get cored. I'm actually in a decent spot. I think that hook is gonna slide just to my north and east. I did get to core punch earlier though. I got to drive through some golf balls. Let me get this jack shack out of the way real quick. Really only pulled in here when that person was passing me on this road. That is definitely a rain shaft in front of me. You know, every chase I go on where I don't see a tornado, I'm left yearning for more. But I knew this was going to be a low-end chase going into it. So I set a reasonable bar of finding good structure. That I did. I wish these storms had more to offer us, but they're really too elevated for that. Yeah, well, yeah, so the hook just slid to my east. Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep chasing for a little bit. I've really got nothing going on today, and you know, figure this is probably gonna be our last chance of chasing this area for a while, if not for the rest of the year. The long range supercell composite doesn't look good for the next 3 weeks. It looks pretty empty. Hurricane season is slow. I mean, if hurricane season does pick up and we get a landfalling system, then I'm probably going to be looking to stream that. I was paying attention to Hurricane Kiko. But I shouldn't say unfortunately. Fortunately, it's taking a northward turn away from the Hawaiian Islands. The only unfortunate side to that is I had been watching that for about a week, starting to plan a trip out to Hawaii, but with it missing so far to the north, it's not even worth going after. So I'm following the Atlantic season pretty closely, and it just, you know, it sucks that there isn't anything out there. It's a good thing for the U.S., but also a bad thing for the streaming side. I would rather the U.S. not get hit by hurricanes. I'd much rather the U.S. go without getting a landfalling hurricane than actually having tropical stuff to stream, but if it happens, we'll be there. Yeah, I think this storm is cooked. Like, it's certainly a heavy hailer, but as far as being a tornado producer, that's probably out of the cards now. Those little couplets that you're seeing, like, on the backside is definitely hail contamination. It's large hail hitting the ground and kicking up a wind spike. Oh yeah, you can see it. You can see basically a shell of what's left from that structure. Might be a fun lightning show though. Yeah, this is fun. I'm glad there was an excuse to get out and go live today. Definitely missed seeing storms in person. It's been a while. You know, we've had decent thunderstorms in the Colorado Springs area in the last 3 to 4 weeks, but it's nice to get out here and chase some severe weather for a change. I've already got a countdown started for April 1st of next year. I did buy a drone. It's a starter drone, so I'm probably not going to be using it for a whole lot of footage, but I'm going to train myself up on that so that I can chase Dixie next year. Because Dixie Alley is... storm chasing Dixie Alley has always scared me. Just because the tree line is so thick and you really can't see what's coming at you. But adding a drone to the mix will absolutely change that for me. So being able to get eyes on is crucial. But yeah, so I'm gonna train myself on the drone. Cord, thank you so much. I really appreciate the super chat. It's really nice to be back out in the field. Really nice to be able to go live for you guys again. Yeah, thank you so much, Court. You really don't need to do that, but I really appreciate it no less. But yeah, so the drone is one thing, editing video is another, and then getting a template together, because I'd really like to organize, you know, location, temperature, dew point, and direction of travel, so that you guys aren't having to guess. And then I guess I should start familiarizing myself with Radar Omega, because I hear it's very easy to add an Omega overlay, vice a radar scope overlay, plus the Radar Omega will follow your position. So I'm gonna start familiarizing myself with that app and potentially incorporating that in the stream too. But I've got a very long list of stuff that I'd like to do between now and April, to prep for the next year's storm chasing. Lots of equipment. Want to add more cameras. But the main thing I want to teach myself is video editing, and then I also need to reteach myself the meteorology related to storm chasing. You know, I'm not adding channel memberships yet, until I'm in a place where I can forecast properly, and potentially deliver a forecasting stream. But until that point, I probably won't have channel memberships, because at the end of the day, if I'm going to offer a membership, I want members to be able to have something additional on top of the content that I already put on this channel. So that's why I've been holding off on memberships. I'm just gonna chill here for a little bit longer, and then for one, I'm gonna see if this storm wants to cycle that hook, but if not, then I think we might be nearing the end. Goodland storm is pretty weak. I didn't say it's not worth it. I just want to make sure that I have something unique to give back if I'm going to do a membership. Like something in addition to the live streams that I typically do. So, like again, if I bridge the gap and figure out forecasting, then maybe I can do forecasting videos leading up to certain chases. But that's really the only thing I can think of for member streams, other than like playing Outbreak or GeoGuessr or that sort of stuff. But I'll offer memberships when I have alternative content to post. In Northeast Pennsylvania, this would be the time of year that you get these types of storms, though. So I wouldn't rule it out, Bill. Northeast Pennsylvania, what's in that area? Like Scranton, Allentown area? I grew up not too far from there. I grew up in far northern Maryland, in Baltimore County. Oh. It's a medium-sized city called Towson. But yeah, this storm is cooked. Curious what my directions are looking like now to get home. 3 hours and 7 minutes. That's not terrible. And actually, we're gonna end up driving north a little bit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna park here just with the lights off and see if we can get some decent lightning here. Give me some CGs. Oh yeah, absolutely, Tim. Thanks for being here, man. Really appreciate everybody that joined in for today's stream. Didn't have high expectations. Legit just wanted to get some structure today, and I believe I achieved that. There's some pretty cool structure earlier. Here, I'm gonna start heading home a little bit. Well, I'm gonna track a little bit towards that way. I'm gonna drive north a little bit, so that maybe we catch some of this hail. And then when it wants me to turn west again, I think I'm just gonna park wherever I'm at, view a little bit more lightning, and then probably wrap things up for the stream. Alright. Oh, it wants me to go 22 miles to the north. So we're definitely going to end up in the heavy rain and hail. Yeah, tornado potential in this is cooked. I think we're looking at a predominantly outflow dominant storm. But I do think that we are definitely gonna get into the hail core. It says it's still warned for 2-inch hail. I'd be more inclined to think that it's, closer to an inch. Because that hail core has been disappearing on reflectivity. Starlink is holding up for now, but chances are once we get into this hail, it's going to drop out. So we'll be on pure AT&T for a bit. About to pass into the hail. There it is. Somebody pulled over up ahead, probably because of the hail. It's definitely decent sized. Hell yeah! Yep, I definitely lost Starlink. Hopefully AT&T is keeping the stream up for you guys. I can't see anything. Barely see where the lines are on the road. Oh, I just saw the chat fly up. Looks like might have Starlink again. Maybe. Possibly. Hopefully. It does look like AT&T has kind of held true, so hopefully I'll get the stream back on my iPad in a second. Oh, there we go. I got it back. We are through the hail core. Didn't realize how zoomed in on this on this storm I was. But yeah, I'd say 1 inch hail in that tops. It's warned for ping pong ball size hail. I don't think there is any. So once I get to US 40 West, that's my route all the way home. So on the north side of this storm now. There are other very electric storms off to my north, but I believe they're heading due east. They are. See if I can find a lot or something to pull into. I can face this camera back to the south. Storm off to the north is definitely going off. Let me see how close to this southern storm I am now. Should be past it. Completely past it now. I don't want to hang out. I want to hang out for a little bit. It looks like we're getting another wave of storms. Do that right here, actually. Let's see. Okay, so this road is definitely flooded out. This is what we just drove through, which you can't see a damn thing because it's just so dark out. That, doesn't seem to have a whole lot of juice left in it. Now, the back side of this, there looks to be new development here. Like, this is your new development on the back side of the storm. And then up north, they got a supercharged storm. Oh, matter of fact, that looks like great structure over there. Right there. Just gonna let the lightning illuminate that for a bit. No, unfortunately, no tornadoes. No tornadoes tonight, Justin. Going into this thing, I really did not expect it to be. Did not expect a whole lot of tornado potential. I went into this with the goal of capturing amazing structure, and we did that earlier, about an hour and a half ago. Saw some awesome structure. And it looked like it was gonna it looked like it was going to put down a tornado at one point. But it couldn't, the storm just wasn't able to become surface based. Thanks, love. I appreciate that. Yeah, so that storm that I was on is now only warned for quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. It's marginally severe. It's on its way out the door, I think. You know, some of these cell mergers might actually help it regain strength, but I think this area is pretty cooked. I do have decent dew points on the southeast portion of this severe watch, but I really don't see anything that's screaming, hey, we're gonna get a tornado out of this. I don't see it. But yeah, I'm gonna continue driving north towards Sharon Springs, and I'm gonna book it west. It looks like there's another wave of storms that we'll have to look out for, but I don't think that we're going to be looking at anything severe there. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep driving north, and we'll have plenty of lightning to watch out for until I get to Sharon Springs, which is in just 9 miles. I'm going to get up there, and then I'm going to pop a little out to the west, and we'll just watch some lightning and then close out the stream. There is an inflow tail on this up to the north, so I don't know, maybe when we get there, if the storm's gotten its act together again, then we'll go a little farther north. Yeah, pretty decent chase today. Gonna absolutely have to print out those structure shots, because that's wall worthy. It's a large picture on the wall worthy. wide angle, since we're not focusing on anything in particular. Actually, I liked it better at 1x zoom. Check radar, see if we got anything left that's worth going after. Up ahead is Sharon Springs, Kansas. All this stuff to the north is it's not going to be severe. I think this is on, these storms are on the other side of the boundary. That TVS on that storm that I just left is bull hockey. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see. I'll pull into this Cenex real quick. I don't need gas. I just want to stare aimlessly at the radar for a bit. See if I can create a storm just by staring at blank space on radar scope. Alright. Actually, try it around to the other side of this. That way you guys can actually see lightning. Alright. Yeah, no, that TVS is bull crap. And these storms to the north are behind an outflow boundary. Yeah, so honestly at this point, I do think that the chase is cooked. Mainly because the storm that we've been on just kind of rained itself out. There's really nothing left to it anymore. And then these storms off to the north are just, as they fall farther and farther behind the outflow boundary, they're just going to rain themselves out and weaken until they die. I mean, there's probably some really cool lightning on them, but As far as approaching severe limits, I do not think these storms will become severe anymore. The ones off to the north, at least. The one down south might reinvigorate as it tracks into the Oklahoma Panhandle. Oh no, we're still really far north of that. Oh, I do think that cluster down by the severe warning that I just left is the area to watch for any severe development. That southeastern part of the severe watch. But ultimately, I think we're cooked. I think we might actually have hit the end of the line. Give me 1 second. Oh, shoot. That didn't do it. All right. The ads, yeah, I set it down to conservative. It's the lowest setting, but yeah, I should probably just turn that off entirely. Turn that feature off. But yeah, I'll definitely keep that in mind for future reference, because yes, that is annoying. Before I got YouTube Premium, I was going through those ads too, and it was such a pain. But if I'm able to, I'll take them all off. I got my gas money, man. That's the thing. Whatever money is made off of this channel is going in a separate account, which is going to be used for new equipment and equipment maintenance, stuff that's going back into the stream. But no, I mean, I have gas money. I'm not clenching pennies or anything like that. But yeah, no, for future I'll look into turning those off completely. But yeah, the time is now 8:15 Mountain Time, and one last look at the radar. The southern cell, it's just shrunk into almost nothing. The cell that we've been following all day. There's new development off to the south and west of that cell, which I believe is just going to eat away at its energy. But those further south and east towards Garden City, heads up over the next hour, 1 to 2 hours. These storms will be heading your way. And they do have potential to become severe again with strong winds and large hail. But I do believe that the tornado potential in these storms is cooked. The northern storms along I-70, I think, are pretty much done. They've fallen behind an outflow boundary, and they're just going to rain themselves out and dissipate. And there's probably going to be another wave of storms as I drive back, but chances are they won't be severe. So I think we're I love bull hockey, yes. Damn. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but I do think that we have reached the end. It's cooked. Yeah, I think it's time to start heading home. All the other Colorado guys are gone. They were like, yeah, this. I didn't notice it was cooked until like a half an hour ago. These guys have been on it for like more than that. That's the type of expertise I'm looking to achieve in the off season. But yeah, all right. And I don't like having it do this, but I think we've gone as far as we're gonna go today. So, guys, thank you so much for picking this stream, for hanging out today. It's been a lot of fun. Got some great structure, which was the whole goal behind today. So, mission success. I'm dragging this on. I know I'm dragging it on. I kind of have this weird feeling that this was probably the final chase, the final Colorado Western Kansas chase of the year. The long range supercell composite doesn't look good, doesn't look very active anywhere in the country. Long range tropical forecast looks quiet. So we might be getting into another extended boring period, which I hate boring season. Like September, October, when there's no hurricanes, like I'm not a fan of this part of the season, or this part of the year rather. I am looking forward to late season. That being said, I am trying to prioritize getting a job, because I do need to work and build up the pot for next season. But as long as I remain unemployed, I'm gonna keep doing this full time, which has been an absolute blessing this year. At the end of May, I got laid off by Campbell's and have been storm chasing full time since. I've missed a couple of chases still, but mostly full time. So when setups do occur in the future, if I'm still unemployed, we're going to be on those. Again, I'm totally dragging this out because I have this gut feeling that it's going to be a while before I get to do this again. But yeah, guys, thank you all so much for choosing the stream, hanging out all day. Really appreciate everybody for being here, and I'm gonna try and be better about making posts on YouTube about what we're looking at and what might be next. So definitely keep an eye out for those. Other than that, had a lot of fun with you guys, and I look forward to doing it with you guys again soon. Fingers crossed that we get another one soon. But yeah, y'all have a great rest of your night, and look forward to catching you guys on the next one. Love you all, and peace. Yep.